someone is trying to accept that it's really over. They didn't think they would lose you like this. Been trying to figure out how to keep this from happening. Because they thought there was always a chance. No one else has this effect on me. Yeah, they're thinking about you a lot. You may feel them in your energy. You know who it is if it's for you. If you have to ask who it is, it's not for you. But someone came into your mind. You attract love. And they're afraid that you got someone better than them. They feel like you have ascended or something. You're looking better, you're healthier. You look really good to this person. You saw who I really am. I lied to protect your feelings. Also, they think you got someone to treat you better. Like, they know that. They know that. They know they didn't treat you very well. And they have always felt bad about that. Whether they admit it or not. Because you notice things. In fact, you were one of the first to call him out on something. If this is for you, it's someone you called out. Like, you really saw something about them. You saw who they really are. They feel like they couldn't be their true self with you. Because you deserved better. They knew the whole time you deserved better. And they knew they also weren't capable of giving you better. Like, they couldn't stop cheating or didn't want to be faithful. Like, just kept playing the field when they weren't supposed to. Kept playing the field. I couldn't be what you wanted. That's what I mean. Like, they tried. They feel like they really tried. But nothing they ever did was going to be good enough. Because it was really deep insecurity that led to them cheating or wanting to cheat. You know what? Some of them didn't actually cheat, but they wanted to. And that's just as bad, really. They had the intent to cheat. Like, you may have found a dating app on their phone. What's funny is, I gotta tell you, they did not have success. Okay? It was not successful. And that's a really deep pride issue for them because they wanted it to be. You know, if you're going to get called out for cheating or something, cheat. You know, it's pretty sad to get called out for cheating or just trying to cheat because you got found on a dating app. But they tried. That's what I mean. They really, this is kind of sad. They just feel like they can't get it together. Like they can't be what anybody wants, really. That's kind of funny. In a way. I mean, I'm sorry if they really hurt you. But this dating app thing, or whatever it is, because maybe some of them did cheat, it's however it resonates for you, but I'm not getting that for most of them. That's what's sad, is like, they feel like they were robbed of something, and they should have just never had the dating app. Or whatever it was. It might not have been cheating. It could have been some kind of financial manipulation. They hid something. Look, something deep was hidden from you. But whatever it was not successful. Not successful. Shameful. Yeah. Mixed signals. The signals from someone are unclear and confusing. Holding back. The other person's not being fully open with you. They never were. Like, they have some deep issues that they don't even know how to get past. And they know this about themselves. They have a lot of hidden fear, like phobias, stuff they've not told people. I'm getting like OCD, neurodivergent in some way, but definitely OCD, obsessive compulsive. Like, they feel like they would have let you down anyway just because they have some kind of mental health issue. Something that was not diagnosed when you were together. But they feel like they really fumbled in the worst way. Like I said, it wasn't even successful. If it was, it didn't go well, and they wanted you to think it did for a while. Bad influence. Having a negative influence on your life. That's what I mean. They have done some reflecting. Let me see if I can connect to this energy. Okay, I haven't done this in a minute. Hold on. I'm talking to the energy. I wasn't trying to manipulate them. I just wanted to be happy, and I felt like I was never going to make them happy. I just wanted something to go right for once, but instead I failed in every way. I got disclosure is imminent. Who was that from? Some of you know what I mean by that. I don't think... Okay, who am I talking to? There's another energy trying to come through, and I'm just going to go back. Okay, we'll talk later. I'll go back to this. Okay, pretending to be fine. That disclosure is imminent. That was different. Okay, but I'm gonna keep this in the reading. As weird as that is, because disclosure is imminent. Anyway, you might be like, what disclosure? If you're not on TikTok, look, if you're on TikTok, you probably already know. But let's go back to the original person here before that energy took over. This person pretending to be fine. They hide a lot, like I said, OCD, anxiety. They're not happy about this. They've got some deep trauma in their past they're very ashamed of. Like, even though it was stuff that wasn't their fault, they're very ashamed of it. But they know it's over forever. They know they just did so many wrong things to you. Doesn't mean you need to take them back or act on this. Karmic lesson. That's what they're learning. Shocking discovery. Karmic lesson. Shocking discovery. Silent understanding. Silent understanding. Safe space. Temporary distance. Ego check. See, they have done a lot of soul searching and even gone to therapy or something. They've gotten a diagnosis. They may have been treated for something like substance abuse, because really substance abuse, like if you ever go to drug rehab, they put you in something called a dual diagnosis unit. Not everywhere, but most places. What that means is there are two diagnoses. It's your chemical dependence, substance dependence, and some kind of underlying mental health issue. Everybody has it. Everybody has an underlying mental health issue. And this person, I'm not saying they have a substance problem, but it's something related to that, and they feel like they know a lot more about themselves, but they also feel like it's too late. Like they want to come in and say something. They wish there was a silent understanding between you, because they used to feel like there was. They feel like you tolerated a lot more than you should have, and they have learned that. But they also know it's too late. If you still want to talk to this person, let them know in the comments below. Words are powerful, and I manifest that they will see it, they will take action, because people see things, okay? If you're connected to people digitally, online, in your contacts or whatever, look, don't underestimate the power of these algorithms. I've had the craziest stuff happen over these algorithms, and if you want to talk to them, leave them a message below, but don't reach out to them. They should know how to contact you. If this is for you, they know how to contact you somehow. Even if you haven't blocked, there's got to be some way they can contact you, like an old email address or something. Karmic lesson. They feel like it's their karma, like they're really trying to accept this. You were the one person they really didn't want to lose, and they feel like they have to accept it. Anyway, last card. I feel like I'm supposed to just go on to the last card. Do not contact them. Let them contact you. You set healthy boundaries. It says a lot that this card came out. I'm really getting this was kind of a toxic, it was a toxic relationship in that you cut it off, or someone, likely you, cut it off before it got worse. Because it was hard to have boundaries with this person. And it was going in a very unhealthy direction. I want you to know you were protected just like every other time. Rejection is protection. You have to know that. And the rejection, even though you may be the one who ended it because you found something on their phone or learned something about them, it was still protection, okay? Rejection, even your rejection is protection. So, like I said, if you want to talk to them, that's up to you, because some of you, not everybody, and I'm not judging, I judge no one for anything, really. I really don't. It's not for me to judge. No matter how bad it was, it's not for me to judge. And if you think it's right to judge people, you're stuck in the matrix, okay? You're stuck. There are higher levels to all this. You created all this. Anyway. Everything is a learning experience. Even the trauma, even the worst things you can imagine, everything is a learning experience for you. And this person definitely a learning experience. But anyway, like I was saying, I don't judge you, but I'm getting that there was some kind of mutual thing, like a mutual dependence on something, a mutual toxicity. Of course, it would have to be a toxic relationship, isn't just one person, but one person can make it more toxic. But I'm just getting there were a lot of things in common that weren't healthy, and this went the direction it was supposed to. Have peace knowing that. But this person is really trying to move on to something better. They're trying to better themselves, and that's why karmic lesson came out. Like, whatever's going on here, it's thrown them into a tailspin because they don't know how they can fix it, and thinking about you triggers them, like really makes them upset because they know they treated you unfairly. They know there were things they shouldn't have done. If they come back in, it's up to you. If they come back in, you need to have healthy boundaries, because it's one of those things where you get into it and don't realize how codependent it is until you're in it. Some things happen fast. This was a very fast-moving relationship. Yeah, a lot of physical attraction, moved very fast. Set healthy boundaries and commit to those boundaries. Okay? You set healthy boundaries. It is spoken, it is written, and so it is. Amen.